So today we're probably not swapping, but tomorrow there's a good chance we can swap this Q8 for an XC60 Recharge. Check this out. When you do the lights, it does this little song and dance. It's kind of cool. That's awesome. Yeah. Anyways, so 2020 Q8. And we're going to park on the inside now. Customer car. He's taking an overnight extended test drive. That is cool. This one was actually sold. It's last line, Premium Plus. This one was actually sold by our McGrath Audi store. So still our company, and during the night you can see very nicely tinted. And then from the front lights. The front we don't have to worry about because there's no plate. That's cool. Very cool. So hopefully I'm able to sell my 8th client. Technically I'm at 7.5, so the next one will finally get me a bonus. Plane, just chilling. We're almost at the end of the year. This week's not going as best as I thought it would go, because if I hit 8, I will get a $250 bonus. So the next one will put me at 8.5. But essentially, go 25,000, almost 26,000 miles. I used to sell a lot of Audis, and we had a lot of buyback Audis at the other dealership. I sold a lot of pre-owned Audis. I sold a Q8, I sold a Q5 multiple times. I think an A8 I did for sure. One A8, we had 3. I sold e-trons. I didn't sell a Q3, almost attempted that. There was a couple others. I think a sedan, a previous A8, the previous gen as well. The new gen, I sold a bunch of Audis. So Audis and Volkswagens, we had a bunch of them. But anyways, let's take this inside. This is the Q8 that we might get. We're gonna park this inside to be safe. Here's the back. It is a very sharp looking car, a little minimalistic in the front, but very, very fun car. Okay, so this is the best we can do. Turns out we cannot leave this in overnight because they're doing a floor cleaning, so we're gonna block it in where this Cadillac is. So just in case we're gonna block behind, so nobody can steal the car, just in case. It's a client car. I want to make sure everything's all good. Look at that. I like those lights. Oh, you can't really tell. Yeah, it's a little too bright. Very cool. Looks better in real life. So right now, we're at 7.5. If we sell tomorrow, 8.5, we'll get this nice beat. But today's the 27th. It's not looking like I'll get something out for today. It's not looking good at all. Barely had any showroom visits. I think that was my 16th or 17th. 16th for sure. So we have tomorrow, we have Friday and Saturday. That's it, 3 days. And we're at 7.5. If we sell 3 cars, we'll be at 10.5. My worst month was 10, and I made negative technically after the advances. So 2 advances per month, 1,000, another 1,000. And that puts us at 2,000 plus. We painted interior protection plus whatever commission is. If you make under 2,000, then we pay you $13.35 per hour for the amount of hours you worked at minimum wage. And since I was negative last time, they added like an extra $900, so I ended up making around $3,850 for the month, $3,850. I don't want to be there. I'd prefer to be at $4,500 for a really bad month, or $4,600, but it is, we're probably going to be there, and it sucks. Yeah, so essentially, working 200 hours plus, and you're going to make $4,000. Now that's what happens in the winter time. In the summertime, if you work hard, if you work more hours, you might make 6, you might make 7, you might make 8. I have never made 8,000. The most I've ever made was 7, and that was just a one-time month thing. So, but on average, in the summer, maybe 6,300, 6,500. But you're working a little bit more hours then. You get more clients to work with. I just need 6 per month. So It's not as full as we were expecting. It's a rough time. It's a rough economy. So at 10, you'll get another bonus 250. So in total, you get 500 extra. At 12, you'd get another 250. Every 250 counts because that's like a deal right there, right? So if I could sell somehow to get to 12 or 4.5 away, if I went crazy, and there have been days where I sold 2 in 1. The most I ever sold was 4 in 1, but usually that's planned, where you have a bunch of old leads. The problem is I've worked every lead as hard as I could. I don't really have anything left. Kind of squeezed the juice out of them. So you're at a point where at maximum I might be at 11, you know, if everything goes really well. And that's better than a 10 or 10.5. Every dollar counts, but it's not great. The goal is 16 every month. We're gonna be far away from it. Okay, so I did get tossed a bone. Essentially what a bone is sometimes if you're chilling and your manager says, hey, here's a client that's coming in and probably is gonna buy, and they've been working, it's basically a free deal. Yes, you still have to do some work, but hey, you get tossed a bone, you get some help. So this black XC60 here should be going out. We're just gonna park it off to the side in the sold lane. It's a cliche. No, but I'm very excited because this will put me at 8.5, and then actually both will be coming right around the same time, probably an hour apart from each other. The gentleman who's coming back with his Audi, hopefully I'm praying that he buys, because that'll put me at 9.5, and that gives me an actual chance at going for 12. Again, not very happy even if I do hit 12. I'd still prefer 13, 14, 15, 16 would be the magic number, because anytime I make under 6,000, I'm negative. I'm completely negative because there's taxes, there's a lot of bills I have to pay, and unfortunately I'm going through bankruptcy, chapter 13. So before I even get my money, I get $500 taken out of my account after taxes each month. It is a little better than before. It was $750. They reduced it. They confirmed the plan, and that's going to be going on for the next 5 years. And on top of that, they're raising my rent next month. So that's going to be $1,425 for a studio, which is falling apart, but that's what you get when you live in a high cost of living area. It's still not as bad as California, but Illinois, Chicago, it's not cheap. And, you know, 2 people in a studio apartment kind of sucks, but at least it's close to work. I mean, honestly, I couldn't find anything cheaper, unless it's in a dangerous area where there's literally shootings outside of our apartment. I had to call police twice over the past 3 months over shootings, and one of them was arrested. I don't know if they ever caught the other guy, but I had detectives call twice that they found bullets, that they were thankful for my calls, and I had to point out where the bullets were for the first one. So that was easy. The second one, I didn't know where the bullets were, but I could tell the general direction. You know, my wife helped. She was like, oh, it's probably from that side. I was like, well, check over there. And they checked, and they were there for a couple hours. So obviously they found something, and the detective confirmed it. And, you know, the last guy, it took a month or something before they got him. So, yeah. And there's been other really dangerous stuff as well. We live in kind of the decent apartments, but right across from us are the really bad apartments, and it's like, So, anyways, very happy. This is what happens in car sales. It's ebb and flow. It's always unstable. You want to make some money, and yes, there's dealerships where some people, if they've been there for a long time, may make over $100,000. But right now, we're honestly, a lot of people don't believe us. We're negative on a lot of our cars. We are negative on very, very many deals. And it's something people are shocked at, but it occurs, it happens, and a lot of our used inventory we're negative on. Used is still better because there's always a little bit of a chance. Maybe if you sell 16 cars, 2 of those you might have some gross, and the rest are going to be all minimums. So that's what's going on. That's what's happening. Just wanted to inform you guys. Anyways, want to thank you so much for watching it, and have a good one. Take care.